Hello everyone! Today we're going to journey through history to explore 50 amazing things. These facts are fascinating and provide us with insights into human evolution, innovations, and events that have shaped our world. Let's get started. The Mummy of Tutankhamun. Discovered by Howard Carter in 1922, the Mummy of Tutankhamun was found almost intact in the Valley of the Kings. This discovery offered incredible insight into life and death in ancient Egypt, including valuable artifacts and a richly decorated tomb. The Pyramids of Giza. Built between 2580 and 2560 BC, the Pyramids of Giza are the oldest of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. They were constructed with remarkable precision and served a functional role as tombs for pharaohs. The Battle of Waterloo. The Battle of Waterloo, fought on June 18, 1815, was a decisive moment in European history. Napoleon's army was defeated by a coalition of British and Prussian forces, ending his reign and influencing the future of Europe. The fire of 64 AD devastated Rome for 6 days. Emperor Nero was accused of starting the fire to build a grand palace, but many historians believe it was a tragic accident. This conflict lasted from 1337 to 1453 and involved battles between England and France. The war led to significant changes in the political and social structure of both countries. The Discovery of America. Christopher Columbus arrived in America in 1492, believing he had found a new route to India. This discovery had a profound impact on world history, opening the door to colonization and cultural exchanges. The Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution began in Great Britain in the 18th century, marking the transition from an agrarian economy to an industrialized one. Inventions like the steam engine revolutionized production and transportation. Women in World War II. Women played a crucial role during World War II, working in factories and taking on traditionally male jobs. This shift led to significant changes in the perception of women's roles in society. The Titanic was deemed unsinkable due to its innovative design. Its sinking in 1912 resulted in the deaths of over 1,500 people and highlighted the lack of safety measures in maritime navigation. Built between 70 and 80 AD, the Colosseum could hold up to 80,000 spectators. It was the site of many gladiator battles and public events, symbolizing Roman power and culture. Johannes Gutenberg invented the printing press around 1440. This revolutionized the distribution of knowledge and contributed to the rapid spread of ideas, influencing the Renaissance and the Reformation. The American Civil War. The Civil War was a bloody conflict between the industrial North and the agrarian South, centered around the issue of slavery. It led to the abolition of slavery and reshaped the nation. The Nazi regime. Adolf Hitler's regime led to a devastating war and the Holocaust, where millions of people were killed. This period left a deep mark on history and global consciousness. The Great Depression. The Great Depression began in 1929 with the stock market crash in the United States. The economic crisis had a global impact, affecting millions and leading to significant economic reforms. The Revolution of 1789 was a crucial moment in European history, causing the collapse of the monarchy and the advancement of ideas of equality and liberty. Valentina Tereshkova became the first woman to fly in space in 1963, orbiting the Earth for nearly 3 days. This achievement marked an important step for women in science and space exploration. The Victorian Era, under Queen Victoria's reign from 1837 to 1901, was characterized by technological innovations, colonial expansion, and social changes. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, dedicated to the goddess Artemis, was considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, noted for its impressive size and architectural beauty. This religious and political conflict in Central Europe led to the deaths of millions and significantly impacted the political map of Europe. The Battle of Hastings in 1066 resulted in the Norman conquest of England, forever changing the course of British history. The Great Wall of China. Construction of the Great Wall of China began in the 7th century BC and was built to protect the Chinese Empire from invasions. The wall stretches approximately 21,196 kilometers. The Fall of Constantinople. The fall of Constantinople in 1453 marked the end of the Byzantine Empire and led to the rise of the Ottoman Empire, significantly impacting Europe. The Renaissance. The Renaissance, which began in Italy in the 14th century, was a cultural and artistic movement that emphasized humanism, art, and science. The Civil Rights Movement in the 1960s, led by figures like Martin Luther King Jr., fought for racial equality and civil rights for African Americans in the United States. The Code of Hammurabi, created around 1754 BC, is one of the oldest examples of written legislation, establishing clear rules for society. Julius Caesar's assassination on March 15, 44 BC was a pivotal moment in Roman history, leading to the transition from republic to empire. The Great Fire of London. The fire of 1666 destroyed much of London but led to reforms in architecture, including stricter building regulations. Alexander the Great's campaign. Alexander the Great conquered vast territories, creating one of the largest empires in history in just 13 years of reign, profoundly influencing culture and politics. Great Britain and the Empire. The British Empire was the largest empire in history, spanning all continents and influencing global culture and economy. The Battle of Stalingrad. This battle in 1942 to 1943 was one of the bloodiest conflicts in history and a turning point in the war, leading to the defeat of Nazi forces. The Moon Landing. On July 20, 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to step on the moon, marking a historic moment in space exploration. The Mali Empire. This West African empire was renowned for its wealth in gold and had influential leaders like Mansa Musa, who promoted trade and education. The Louvre Museum. Opened as a public museum in 1793, the Louvre houses some of the world's most famous artworks, including the Mona Lisa. The Russian Revolution. The 1917 revolution led to the fall of the Tsar and the establishment of a communist government, having a major impact on global history. The Magna Carta. Signed in 1215, the Magna Carta was an essential document in limiting monarchical power and laid the groundwork for the development of democracy. The Ancient Greeks. Ancient Greek civilization is known for its contributions to philosophy, science, and art, influencing Western thought. The Revolutions of 1848. This series of revolutions occurred across Europe and signaled a desire for political and social reform. The Vietnam War. The Vietnam War was a complex conflict generating controversy and protests in the United States and having a lasting impact on American politics. Wall Street is the financial center of the United States, significantly impacting the global economy and symbolizing capitalism. Edward Jenner developed the first vaccine against smallpox in 1796, which led to the eradication of this deadly disease. The Berlin Wall's fall in 1989 symbolized the end of the Cold War and the reunification of Germany, having a major impact on Europe. The Great War, also known as World War I, was a devastating conflict. It resulted in millions of deaths and changed the political landscape of Europe. The writings of William Shakespeare, known for his plays, have influenced literature and theater in enduring ways. He remains a symbol of culture to this day. The discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming in 1928 revolutionized medicine. It paved the way for antibiotic treatments, transforming healthcare forever. The Yalta Conference. This 1945 conference brought together Allied leaders to discuss the post-war future of Europe, influencing geopolitics for decades. The digital age. Beginning in the 1970s, this era transformed society, profoundly impacting communication, work, and lifestyle. The cult of Jim Jones. Jim Jones's cult led to the mass suicide of over 900 people in 1978, highlighting the dangers of manipulation and control. The invention of the wheel. The wheel, invented around 3500 BC, revolutionized transport and was essential for the development of civilizations. The Cold War. The Cold War was a period of tension between the United States and the Soviet Union, influencing global politics for decades. These 50 amazing things from history help us understand the complexity and diversity of human experiences. Each fact contributed to shaping the world we live in today. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions or want to discuss other historical topics, I'm here to listen.